What's up guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to look at chargers for the iPhone 12 Pro. So for the purposes of today, we're going to look at potential chargers that you can get from Apple for the iPhone 12. So we'll go to Apple's official site, and to look for something compatible for the iPhone, we can click on iPhone here. And what we're looking for are the accessories. Now under iPhone accessories, and what we're interested in for today is power and cables. And under chargers, we really want to look at brand and select only the Apple ones. There are many other brands available. You can also get them on Amazon, but for today's review, we're really looking at the Apple-made and Apple-provided chargers. Okay, so we have sort of 6 different chargers here. Starting here, this is probably the oldest charger. It's the Apple 5-watt USB power adapter. And we can look through the pictures. It's the small power brick that used to come with all the old iPhones. And if you look at the connector, this is a USB Type A connector. And this retails for $19. Next, we have the Apple 12-watt USB power adapter. And this is the one that has sort of the flip-out prongs that kind of go into wall socket, as well as this entire module is detachable for different countries. So, in the US we have this type of adapter. In other countries, where the shape of the wall socket will look very different, and you just have to replace this piece. And also, this is a USB Type A connector. This is the unidirectional type USB connector, and this also retails for $19. All right, next, moving on to the new 20-watt USB Type-C power adapter. Now this is the adapter that came with the iPhone 11s and is also the preferred adapter for the iPhone 12s, although the iPhone 12s no longer come with a power adapter inside the box, so you do need to purchase it separately. So again, this now has 2 prongs. They're solid. There's no swivel, so it's just it's static 2 prongs for the wall socket. Look at it, and here you can see now it's a USB Type-C connector, very different from these latter 2, the older ones with the Type A connectors. Next, we're going to move down here to the 30-watt USB Type-C power adapter. Now this is a bigger adapter, similar to the 12-watt, but offering at 30 watts. It also has the swivel out 2-prong connector to the wall socket, as well as the detachable piece for different country standards. The difference here is now this is a USB Type-C connector, so the same connector as this 20-watt adapter here, and different from the older USB Type A adapters in the 5-watt and the 12 watts. And this adapter retails for $49. So those are the basic adapters. Now what came out new for the iPhone 12 is the MagSafe Charger. Here's a back view of it, and this does also have the USB Type-C connector. And this basically magnetically attaches to an iPhone 12 or any iPhone with the magnetic charging capabilities. And this one retails at $39. Alright, so now let's look at the different chargers in more detail. So the 5-watt USB power adapter retails for $19. It is the 2-prong small brick that used to come with all the iPhones, but no longer comes with the new iPhone 12. So Here we have a 5-watt power adapter, and we'll look at the compatibility list. Basically, every device that has been made, starting from the iPhone 5 onward to now the iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max, is compatible with this charger. But this charger can also be used starting from the 4th generation iPods, iPod Shuffles and Touches, iPad models, minis 2, 3, and 4, as well as with the iWatches, all generations of the iWatches. Now with this charger, you will need a cable. So you need a USB Type A cable connected to, if you're connecting to an iPhone 12, then you need the Lightning connector to the USB A connector. So here that cable retails for $19 for the 1 meter, roughly 3 feet, the $29 for the 2 meter, and half a foot cable here for $19. So again, this is the Apple 5-watt USB power adapter. So here we have the Apple 12-watt USB power adapter, retails for $19. Again, has a swivel prongs for the wall socket and the USB-A type connector. It's the Apple 12-watt USB power adapter. Let's look at its compatibility. And just like the 5-watt power adapter, it is pretty much compatible with iPhone 5 and up models, all the way through the newest iPhone 12 Pro, your iPod models from 4th generation through current generation Touches, your iPad models from basically all the iPad models are compatible with this, from the minis 1st generation all the way to the iPad Pro 2nd generation, 12.9 inches, and also compatible with all the Apple Watch series. So this is the Apple 12-watt USB power adapter. So here is the 20-watt USB-C power adapter. Retails for $19 as well. It's a solid single brick with a USB-C type connector. Now you also need a separate cable for this, just like the others. It is the Apple 20-watt USB-C power adapter, and it does require USB-C connection. So here, this power adapter is limited to your iPhone 8 and above models. So from iPhone 8 all the way to the latest iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 Pro Max. This is no longer compatible with the iPods, as well as the Apple Watches. Now for the iPad models, this is good from sort of the 5th generation mini all the way to the latest iPad Pros, 4th generation iPad Pros. Now you also know here that there is only one cable that works with this, and that is the USB-C to Lightning cable, which retails for $19, and they only have that as a 1 meter or roughly 3 foot cable length. So here you have the 20-watt USB-C power adapter. So here we have the 30-watt USB-C power adapter, retailing at $49. Now this has the swivel type 2-prong connector for the wall socket. And most importantly, this is a USB-C type connector here. It's the Apple 30 watt. It's the Apple 30 watt USB-C power adapter, and to make sure it does require the USB-C type connector. Let's look at its compatibility. So here it is compatible again with all the iPhone 8s and above, which use the USB-C type connector. So from iPhone 8 all the way to the iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max. For the iPads, likewise, it is compatible with the iPad mini 5th generation, all the way up to the latest iPad Pro 4th generation, 12.9 inch, all with the USB-C type connector. This is also compatible with the MacBook models. So from the MacBook versions, the Retinas, the 12 inches from 2015 to 2017, all the way to pretty current MacBook Air M1 in 2020 as of this recording. And just like the 20 watt adapter, this also will require a separate purchase of a USB-C to Lightning cable if the purpose is to charge an iPhone 12. So that is the 30 watt USB-C power adapter. All right, now let's look at the MagSafe Charger, brand new for the iPhone 12. Here we have the MagSafe Charger that retails for $39. I guess there's also a payment plan, so choose. Here's the back side. This is to show the USB-C type connector. And this is how it magnetically sort of attaches to an iPhone 12. So here is a MagSafe Charger, which includes the USB-C integrated cable. However, you'll notice you need to buy the power adapter or the charging brick separately. So you need to plug this MagSafe Charger into a power brick. And they recommend the 20 watt USB-C power adapter that we talked about earlier. So that's another $19 that is required to make this MagSafe Charger work. Let's look at the compatibility. So here it works with the iPhone models that have the magnetic charging. So from the iPhone 8 up to the iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max. And also works with the AirPods that have sort of the wireless charging cases all the way up to the AirPods Pro. And just to reiterate, you do need to include or purchase separately a 20 watt USB-C power adapter to make this work. So there you have it for the new MagSafe Charger for the iPhone 12. What's interesting is coming soon there is a MagSafe Duo Charger. Let's take a look. So here we have the MagSafe Duo Charger, retails for $129, or there's a payment plan. And this is coming soon as a dual charger that works with both an iPhone as well as an Apple Watch. And there's two configurations. There's this configuration where the Apple Watch is sort of standing on its side, or a configuration where the Apple Watch is lying flat. And that is the reason for this piece to be able to flip up and down to accommodate the different configurations of the Apple Watch. So product overview, here's the MagSafe Duo Charger. And it does include a USB-C to Lightning cable at 1 meter or roughly 3 feet. And just like the other MagSafe Charger, you do need to purchase a separate 20-watt USB-C power adapter for about $19. It retails here on the Apple website, and that is sold separately. And this is that power adapter you will need to purchase separately. So looking at the compatibility, so same as the other MagSafe charger for the iPhones. It works with iPhone 8s all the way up to the newest iPhone 12 Pros and Pro Maxes. Obviously, with the watch charging side, it works with all Apple Watches from first generation all the way to the current Series 6. And it can also charge the AirPods from wireless charging case to the latest AirPods Pro. So it'd be interesting to see if folks would be willing to pay this price tag, $129, for essentially a charger that charges two devices. You would to really make this work, you would need to have both devices first of all, but also be willing to pay the $129. I mean, let me know in the comments if this is something that's worthwhile, that you find is useful, and would you pay the $129 for such a device? So those are the features of the latest Apple branded charging adapters that's available for purchase on the Apple website. Just searching on the web, there is a website, Phone Arena, that did some charging tests, and I'll put a link to that website below. But essentially, if you start with a 5-watt power adapter to charge fully an iPhone 12, to fully charge it from 0 to 100%, takes about 187 minutes, and that's just over 3 hours with the older charger and the USB-A cable connector. They also did test the 20-watt USB-C power adapter, and this now reduces the charging time of an iPhone 12 from 0 to 100% at about 102 minutes. So that's roughly an hour 42, or call it an hour 45, right? So less than 2 hours to fully charge an iPhone 12. You would expect the Apple 12-watt charger to be somewhere in between these two. So if this one is roughly 3 hours and this is about an hour 45, we'd expect this to probably charge in over 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, somewhere in that range. They didn't explicitly test this, but that would be my guess. Now, interestingly, with the 30-watt USB charger, they also did not test this, so it'd be interesting if any of you have experiences with this. Does this charge the iPhone 12 any faster, or does the iPhone 12 sort of limit the charging speed back to the 20-watt? So please leave it in the comments if you have experience with this 30-watt charger. Do you actually get a much faster charging speed, and is it worth the $49 price tag? Now, to the MagSafe charger, I will note that per the website, even though you must use a 20-watt power adapter, maybe you can use a lower one, but it limits the charging speed or the wattage to about 15 watts. So based on the website, they tested the MagSafe charger and charged an iPhone 12 from 0 to 100% in 176 minutes. So that's just shy of 3 hours at 2 hours and 56 minutes. So really, if you think about that, the speed of the MagSafe charger at just under 3 hours only saves you about 10 or 11 minutes from charging with the old Apple 5-watt charger. So despite the new technology, the charging speed really is not that different between these two. So again, let me know in the comments, for those that have the MagSafe charger, for the added convenience, is it worth the added, call it $20, for something that charges about just as fast as a 5-watt charger? And in that case, with the 20-watt charger, you're shaving off more than an hour in charging time for something that costs 20 bucks less. But obviously this one, the MagSafe Charger, is a bit more convenient, given you can kind of throw your phone on top of it without searching for the place to connect the cable. And of course, this MagSafe Duo Charger is still new, so there are no tests on this, but let me know in the comments if you think a $129 price tag is worth it for something that charges both an iPhone and an Apple Watch. And I assume this would be for those that have an Apple Watch. So there you have it. This was a review of the different Apple branded chargers available on the Apple website. Let me know in the comments which ones you have, which ones you prefer. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and have a great day.